When we started 33 years ago, we had very little. We believed in the theory of one child at a time, one yidel at a time, $1 at a time. We slowly and very gradually grew as we developed one program after another to the point where we are today. One big milestone was in year 2000 when we introduced our first Jewish Family Expo, an exposition of Jewish life for educational visits. We did this for 3 years. In 2001, we opened the Greater Boston Family Day and Jewish Music Festival, which attracted nearly 10,000 people over the years. In 2008, we launched our building campaign and succeeded in our building expansion with state-of-the-art classrooms to accommodate the growing needs of our community. And in 2011, we dedicated our kindergarten to a longtime friend and activist, the late Ruth Talamo. At Shaloh House, we accept everyone. We don't ask whether you're Orthodox, conservative, or Reform. As long as you are a Jew, this is a place for you. We try to inspire every Jew to connect with their inner self, just to do one more mitzvah, to connect with our history and our heritage. This unconditional love and commitment to every Jew was taught and promoted by our Rebbe, the Lubavitcher Rebbe, Rabbi Menachem Mendel Schneerson. It is this teaching that is a driving force of Shaloh House and Chabad centers all over the world.
Du teilst aber schämte bei der Geden die ewigsten Jahres zu jeder Rieden was für ein Mann mit du machst wer soll sich nicht gefinnen in das Erwärts Hefes Atemlied so der Eberster gesagt bei Martin Teil beloschen Joch und Nechi Hawaii Bekecho Asher heisse Sicho Meeres Mitzrayim. Wie der zählt im Medrisch, auf dem Meische Hoyo Rehe hat der richtige Stadel sie gewähnt, Davki mit der Se, Psuro, wo sie ist entlaufen von der Mädel und entlaufen im Miedel. Noch Soro wie Jakro, wie Zimoi, Nascherein Moi. Und nach hinten ist gegangen, nicht und hat dann noch getrogen, wie Jodel, wo das ein Chassif oder ein Hiro, ein Chelik von Teiro, in Medrisch schreibt.
My father, who is the founder of Shaloh House in Stoughton, asked me to come to Stoughton and try and start a community and restart the synagogue. I came here and I began getting people to come to shul for Shabbos morning.
We had trouble getting a minyan on Shabbos. I remember the rabbi had to go walk, even in the wintertime, through the snow and the cold weather and knock on doors to get 10 men to make a minyan.
We really had very little. We started from nothing.
I remember the rabbi was single, and he really didn't have a place to stay over on Shabbos and Friday night, and I think he slept in the shul, if I remember correctly.
Lonely Friday nights during those years. And I remember sitting around on Friday nights, fantasizing and dreaming. What will this be one day? It's empty right now, but we can plan. We can make things happen. We'll measure this many bricks this way will be one room, and that many bricks will be another room, like a classroom here, another classroom over there, and eventually we'll fill the entire building. And then I said to myself, Mendel, you're such a fool. What are you dreaming? You got nothing right now. There's nothing going on. How can you even imagine or fantasize something that you got nothing to work with? But as years went by, I realized and I found out that the dream really was not just a dream, but it actually did come out to be true. I remember the late Ruth Talamo and her husband Chuck, may he live to 120. began to inaugurate the Hanukkah dinners. She said, you have to have a Hanukkah dinner. You have to have, if you bring food, people will come. And lo and behold, she created these dinners. Hanukkah, Purim, brought music. Her kids came and played music. Till this very day, they come every year to play their music. And that has brought in a tremendous amount of people. And it has helped the synagogue grow. It has helped the preschool grow and the Hebrew school grow. About 13 years ago, when we celebrated our 20th anniversary, we had, for the very first time, our biggest event yet, the completion and the inauguration of a new Torah. That Torah was donated to Shaloh House by Mr. Golofsky and family. And at that point, we had a scribe here completing the rest of the Torah. It was done on the lawn, the front lawn of my home. And everybody was invited to come and inscribe a letter in this Torah as the Torah was completed. And then, with music and all the guests, we paraded with the completed Torah down the street, closing traffic in Stoughton, which was an amazing thing for everyone, closing traffic in Stoughton for a Torah. And we paraded all the way till the synagogue, till Shaloh House, and the other people came out with the other Torahs to greet us, and we had, like Simchas Torah, we danced and we sang, and we had a big sit-down dinner.
I came to look for a Hebrew school for my son. I remember talking about how important it is for me to see that my son learns good Hebrew, but at the same time, let's just make sure that we don't go too far with the religion, because you know, I'm Israeli and I want to make sure that we don't go too far. And I remember at that time the rabbi was joking and saying, well, what are you so afraid of? What happens if you go too far, for example? And I remember shrugging it off and, you know, just thinking, what a funny man. And it's been quite a journey in the last 6 years. I have the honor and glad tidings to say that I have gone too far, and I'm very proud that I've gone too far.
I remember when I was converting, after studying for so long, and then after going before the Bet Din, and then doing everything that was, and the first time I stepped up to look at a Torah up close, and I became overwhelmed. When I start to think of the Shaloh House, I become overwhelmed again, because it's like the Torah is alive here.
I was given confidence here, the one-on-one attention. I was given a lot of confidence. I never felt insecure here. I was able to transfer that to other avenues of life, whether it's college, law school, interactions with people, working in the real life. The confidence I have here is what built me up to potentially who I am today.
We did not know about Shaloh House when my son was in preschool and kindergarten. And we had a very different experience with him than we did with my daughter. And that's why it is so important to me. It's really important to me to know that other people are aware of this absolutely amazing, nourishing environment that Shaloh House provides. Going to work every day knowing that your child not only is only safe, but also is extremely happy and ecstatic to come here over and over again every single day, and looking forward to new projects and hugs from teachers, and being able to sit on your teacher's lap and listening to a story. All of those things are really important to me, and I'm sure to other parents as well.
One of the reasons why I'm in that class is because I have so much energy, they have so much energy, so I'm not afraid of their energy. And they're mischievous and I'm mischievous. It's something I've never been able to rein in, and it's hard to rein them in. So we all work together. And then you have the Shabbos party, and Rabbi Gurkov comes in to tell the story, or Hava's telling the story, or who's ever there. It's like you almost can see it bubbling up, just the excitement. And it's like the air is just so full of the excitement. And they, with all of their hearts, believe and want to experience Shabbat in that classroom.
I find that the people who belong here, who come to services, are very warm, very kind. I love being with the rabbi also, because he is also very kind and very accepting of me.
The level of welcome and the willingness to teach, but not the pressure to know, is what makes Shaloh so easily approachable for us.
Being included in different parts of Jewish life and celebrations, that meant a lot. That meant a lot to us. It was personal growth, basically, that what we have achieved being a part of Shaloh House.
Right now, I know I can walk into Shaloh at any time and be welcomed in, period. And somebody will be happy to see me here, period.
You're not a number at Shaloh House. You know, at other places you can be a number, but here you really feel the love of Rabbi Gurkow, the other community members. It's something really special, and I'll always take with me for the rest of my life.
We have been allowed to be ourselves, which I think is something that is unique to my experience here at Shaloh. I would say it even differs from that in my previous temple experiences, is that real welcome to just be you and to grow as you feel comfortable and take on more as you want to.
Whoever walks in the doors is accepted the way he is, as is. There's no questions asked. Whoever you are, whether you're not religious, whether you are religious, you know, whether you're a millionaire, whether you're a pauper, it doesn't make any difference. You're still accepted in Shaloh House. That impresses me.
What we had found here, we would like for other people to be able to find. And that's why we want Shaloh House to grow and be known and have this place which is so close to our hearts be available for other people that could anchor here as well and feel as wonderful and as happy and welcomed as we are.
Shaloh House, the word house, is a home. And here is home with sweetness and nourishing spirit and a lot of love and a very, very special place.
Shalo's more of an inclusive group. As much as we want to come here, that's as much as Shaloh wants us to be here. It's not buy a ticket for the high holidays, and if there's room, we're going to fit you in. They're going to fit us in no matter what, whenever we want to be here for whatever reason.
We've learned a lot from the Jewishness that our daughter brings home from school. She teaches us about the Parsha. She teaches us about holidays. She tells us about things that we didn't otherwise know and how valuable that really is. So I encourage anyone who has the open mind enough to say, yes, I want more of that enrichment. Whatever that looks like or feels like, come to find it for yourself here, because there's no other way except to take that step forward and say, I just want to know a little bit more, and it just grows from there.
We have been affiliated with Shaloh House and Rabbi Gurkow for nearly 15 years. We are proud to say Rabbi Mendel Gurkow is our friend. There is no finer man. Though Andrea and I have relocated to Arizona a few years back, Shaloh House and Rabbi Gurkow are forever in our minds and in our hearts. Zach was bar mitzvah here in the year 2000, and he and the rabbi have remained good friends. Yesterday, May 22nd, we attended the Lag Boma Festival at Shaloh House. The spirit, the enthusiasm, the character of Shaloh House was exemplified by its people and, of course, Rabbi Gurkow. Although we enjoy our life in Arizona, we miss the warmth and sincerity of Shaloh House. For us, it cannot be duplicated. For those of you who are listening, we encourage you to take part in Shaloh House. whether that be volunteering, financially, or being a member of the community. The advancement of Shaloh House needs our involvement. For every ounce you give Shaloh House, I guarantee you'll receive £1 in return. May God's light shine on you all.